Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this New Year's Eve for the WLBT Plus Digital News Desk Update. I'm CJ LeMaster, your lead investigative reporter and your host for today. And, for the rest of this week, I hope that you're having a wonderful New Year's Eve thus far. Hope you have exciting plans tonight. We've got a suggestion or two in case you don't. So you'll want to make sure and stay tuned for that. We also have some developing news here, as many of you are watching right now on our Facebook and YouTube live stream, and also our OTT platforms. Melissa Price already saying good evening, everyone, and happy New Year's Eve. Melissa, I hope you have a wonderful New Year's as well, and I hope that all of you are safe out there, because as you know, we always have issues with drinking and driving, things of that nature. It always tends to come to a fever pitch on New Year's Eve, of course. So please use caution if you're going to be out there driving on the roads, because you never know. And so we need to just make sure that you're safe. And MHP is going to be out. Their holiday enforcement period kicked off at 6 this morning and is going to be continuing until midnight. So midnight tomorrow, I believe. So, it's they're going to be out making sure that everybody is obeying the laws as well. I want to tell you about something that we just got into the newsroom maybe an hour ago from the governor's office, the governor, Tate Reeves, and granting clemency to Maurice Taylor. Now, Maurice Taylor is the twin brother of a man the governor granted clemency to earlier this month. According to the governor, Maurice Taylor was illegally sentenced to 20 years in prison. 5 of those were suspended in February of 2015. Maurice Taylor accepted a plea bargain and pleaded guilty to conspiracy to sell a Schedule III substance. Well, the state of Mississippi recommended a 20-year sentence, 5 suspended. That was accepted by the trial judge. At the time of sentencing, though, the maximum sentence that could be lawfully imposed pursuant to state law for the charge of conspiracy to sell the Schedule III controlled substance was 5 years. Now, Maurice Taylor is the brother of Marcus Taylor. Governor Reeves granted clemency to him back December 10th of this year for the same thing. Essentially had been, in that case, Marcus had also been sentenced to serve a term that was unlawful because it was far more than the state's maximum. So we're going to have more on this in our later newscasts. Of course, we had actually learned of Maurice Taylor's incarceration shortly after the governor granted clemency to his brother, and we put stories out there. I hope that us putting that out there and that information might have, we don't know if it led to the governor's actions today, but certainly before the end of the year, having these 2 wrongs corrected and these 2 brothers now granted clemency because they were unlawfully sentenced for a crime, for crimes that they committed. So we're going to continue to follow that case. We want to tell you about a story out of the Delta. The family of an Indianola man whose body was found in a Flowwood lake are still seeking answers after receiving his autopsy results. Now, back in August, 21-year-old Davian Holmes was reported missing after he left Merritt Health River Oaks Hospital in Flowwood. 15 days later, his body was found in the Ergon Lake. Now, autopsy results released earlier this month state that there were no signs of injury or trauma. They ruled his cause of death as undetermined, but family members are not satisfied with those results.
And we still don't understand why isn't there a solid, concrete word that can give us closure on the cause of his death, you know. And for when we see what we see, it's like, that's unacceptable.
Now, the state medical examiner also cited new onset seizures, as a significant condition. We reached out to the Flowood Police Department on the status of the investigation. They provided no comment to us. Well, the first trial in Mississippi's welfare scandal opens next week in federal court. Nearly 6 years after the investigation first became public, that trial will begin. Those involved still owe tens of millions of dollars, and prosecutors will lay out their case as the proceedings begin. Now, the defendant set to appear, the only person who is set to appear in trial, because everybody else took plea deals here, would be Ted DiBiase Jr. This is Ted here. Prosecutors say, he was one of many people who allegedly diverted millions in funds intended to Mississippi's poorest residents and then used the money for personal gain. He's pleaded not guilty to charges including conspiracy, wire fraud, theft, and money laundering. Court records show DiBiase owes $3.9 million to the state and has not made any payments. More broadly, the state auditor's office says those involved collectively owe nearly $200 million, and the vast majority of those funds have yet to be repaid. Now, if we look at if we kind of break this down, former DHS Director John Davis, who was at the center of this welfare scandal, owes the most. He owes $96 million, more than that. Two nonprofits used in the scheme also listed as owing state funds. The Mississippi Community Education Center, which was run by Nancy New, owes $68 million, and the Family Resource Center, of which Christy Webb was a part, has yet to pay back $15.5 million. Now, former NFL great Brett Favre did pay some money back, but was still listed as owing the state more than $1 million as far as the most recent documents we received from the state auditor's office. Only Brett DiBiase, that's Ted DiBiase Jr.'s brother, has made any payments since these demands were issued 4 years ago, contributing $5,000 toward a debt of $225,000. Well, it looks like the police precinct serving Northeast Jackson will be on the move after the city council voted not to extend a 2-year lease there. JPD's Precinct 4 is currently located in a shopping center along the I-55 frontage road near Briarwood Drive. Now, without an extension, that lease expires on August 31st. Council's decision followed comments from Jackson Police Chief Tyree Jones, who said the shopping center isn't exactly an ideal location for the precinct. Jones says officers can reach the interstate from anywhere within the precinct in 2 minutes or less, making the current location unnecessary. We'll keep you updated as the city and police department outline any next steps here. Blight continues to be a growing problem in the city of Jackson. Nearly 150 properties have now been deemed a menace to public health, safety, and welfare. That's from yesterday's city council meeting. Council members say blighted properties hurt more than just the city's image. They also affect residents directly by creating unsafe conditions, contributing to crime, and lowering property values. Ward 1 Councilman Ashby Foote explains how eliminating blight could benefit the community.
It's reassuring to the citizens as they drive down the interstate or wherever that action's being taken. So we gain that benefit that people realize we're doing something about it. But we've got to get to a point where new businesses will come in and either fix and repair property or build new properties where the old properties were.
Councilman Foote hopes the upcoming legislative session will help the capital city with funding to address blight on a bigger scale. If you don't have plans tonight for New Year's Eve, and if you want to ring the new year in here in Jackson, we've got an event that's happening downtown. It is the New Year's Eve Catfish Ball at Howland Mouse. Now, we are going to actually live stream the festivities for that New Year's Eve countdown right here on WLBT Plus. You can watch live coverage beginning tonight at 9, leading up to the clock striking midnight, and that will be here on WLBT Plus, which will be live streaming, and also on the WLBT News app as well. So many different ways that you can see that. There are going to be some musical artists and a bunch of different things planned. Our folks from Studio 3 are going to be putting all that together. Jessica Wilkinson, of course, and Angela Evans involved in that. And so that's going to be kicking off today, or tonight, I should say, at 9 o'clock, if you don't have anything planned. We want to also leave you with, before we go, 2025 coming to a close, and You may see a lot of, the top stories of the year and things that happened and all this. We wanted to take a look back at those we lost over 2025 in terms of those in the entertainment industry, and just share that with you. So before we let you go, just wanted to kind of give this look back to those in memoriam that we lost this year. We'll have a word from our sponsor after this. We appreciate you watching. We'll be back in just a second.
When you make something, it's then for everybody else. But the making of it is what you have for yourself.
The little things, when you multiply them by hundreds, thousands, millions, probably eventually billions, lead to a better world.
I stop in my bed with his fingers, singing my life with his words.
Afternoon, everybody. No! Rock and roll!
Every cloud has a silver lining.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Come on, let me be myself. Okay. Yeah.
Are you all right, Theo?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Just to let me be myself. That's all I ask of you. I'm young and I love to be young. I'm free.
The thing I live for and always have lived for is creating art.
Sequel.
Hard to believe. It's interesting because I remember some of these throughout the year, and then there's almost always when we see something like that and a compilation of all these folks that we've lost over the course of the year, there's inevitably somebody that we forgot about or that we didn't realize, oh, they're gone too. So it's always humbling to watch that, and tremendous losses across the entertainment, the political, and the other facets of society. We see Pope Francis there, Jane Goodall, and others. So not just those in the entertainment world, but I have one person that's people are awfully quiet today. Of course, I know after a story of showing the folks we've lost, probably not the most cheerful after that, but Mariotto saying hi today. She's saying hello, have a blessed day, happy new year, and some nice emojis there. I hope that you have a wonderful new year as well. Donna Miller saying, wow, thank you, Donna. I appreciate you watching. And, it's just something I was talking to a friend of mine at work. In fact, because we got this from NBC so that we could run it, the in memoriam thing. But Isaiah Whitlock Jr., who was in The Wire and was in Your Honor and a whole bunch of other TV shows and stuff, just passed earlier this week. And so, a very significant loss, a lot of significant losses this year. But with new years come new promises, new adventures. Many of you with New Year's resolutions have some things that you may want to go ahead and do and kick off. So I wish you the very best for all of that. Before we let you go, we're going to hear from a word from our sponsor, Jackson Water. We really appreciate you watching on this New Year's Eve. Please stay safe out there. And remember, check locally with your fireworks regulations. Some cities allow them, some don't. Before you get out there and start setting stuff off, make sure that you're allowed to do that. Keep a bucket of water nearby. You don't want anything to happen there. As someone who has shot fireworks before and ended up accidentally causing a fire, you want to be very careful. But I wish the best to you as we go from 2025 into 2026. Our first alert weather team is going to be in here at 2:30 to give you an update on your New Year's Eve forecast and also what we can expect for the weekend. And for everyone here at WLBT, I'm CJ LeMaster. Happy New Year to you. Thanks for watching. And I will see you back here tomorrow at 1. And don't forget, again, our live coverage of the Howlin' Mal's New Year's Eve celebration with the catfish drop and all of that starts at 9 o'clock right here on our WLBT Plus, our streaming platform, on our news app, and also, of course, on our social media platform. So please check that out if you have the chance. Or we're going to be live for 3 hours. So, dip in and out if you want, or stay for the whole thing if you want. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of excitement there for you. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year's.
Time for a neighborly tip from Jackson Water. Is it okay to pour fats, oils, and greases down the drain if I run hot water?
No!
What if I run the garbage disposal?
No!
How about if I use dish soap at the same time?
No!
Instead, hang on to a few containers to store and toss old cooking fat and grease once you're done. Jackson Water. Water for all the time.